Oh, hey, don't mind me guys, I'm just busy buttering my daily avocado and toast. Why? Because everyone else at university does that. Isn't that what you're supposed to do at university? Just kidding, it's an orange because I would never ever waste money on avocado and toast if I was earning $0. In this video, I'm going to talk about 7 things that I would never waste money on. And by the way guys, I probably would these days buy avocado and toast if I did like it, because you know I can afford it these days. But in this video I want to talk about 7 things that I would never waste money on, even if my life depended on it. Let's just get straight into the list. And the first thing is buying a new 60-inch TV, or just TV in general. And the reason is just because I don't really watch TV anymore. I honestly think TV is slowly becoming obsolete. Why? Because of things like this thing over here. The computer. I don't even watch TV at all anymore. All I really do is I'd either stream something on the computer. To be honest, I don't even stream that much anymore. The main thing I really do is YouTube, mainly educational videos, also sport, and a bit of junk here and there on YouTube as well, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, TV, for me, it's just not necessary. And why would I waste $1,000 on, you know, a new TV when I could spend $1,000 investing in stocks and letting that money grow for me? A new TV, you can cross that off the list. I'm not buying it, and I probably will never buy a new TV again. And there's this great entrepreneur called Sam Ovens. He bought this new apartment in Manhattan somewhere, and the first thing he did was he stripped away his TVs because he realized he didn't need them anymore and they were just becoming a distraction. So I would probably rather spend money to get rid of TVs than to buy a new one. The second thing on the list that I wouldn't waste money on is junk at a garage sale. And people always think they are getting the best deal at a garage sale, and what they're really getting is stuff that they don't really need. And what I'm really trying to get to with making this video is you should rather be looking to cut out certain things in your life instead of buying new things. And especially, I think going to a garage sale is one of the worst things you can do, because it's like constantly getting you to think of, what more do I need? What do I need to try satisfy me? What do I need to buy? You don't actually need to really be buying anything. What you want to do is cut down on certain things. And the third thing that I wouldn't want to waste money on is buying that new iPhone every year. And it's funny, every year when Apple launched their new iPhone, there's about 100, 200, I don't know, thousands of people outside the iPhone store waiting to get, oh, the latest iPhone, what does it do this time? Oh, it's got a new app or something like that. The battery life is slightly better. No, I'm pretty happy with my trusty J5. It does the trick. You know, it's got all it needs on there. It's got a couple of apps. It's got YouTube. It's got Instagram. You know, Instagram that's probably a bit of a waste of time. I should probably delete that at some point. But yeah, no, you don't need to buy a new iPhone every year. That is a myth that is spread out by companies such as Apple and Samsung, because they want you to constantly buy their products, and that's how they generate most of their money. Apple generates about 66% of their total sales from iPhones, so they need you guys to be hooked into the constant craze of buying new stuff. The next thing I wouldn't waste money on is ridiculously abstract art. And I know most of you probably won't waste money on this type of stuff either, but you get the odd person who just buys like an absolute blob of a painting. Oh, this painting's actually alright, to be honest with you. But people buy these abstract paintings and whatnot for ridiculous prices, and in my humble opinion, the painting's pretty much worthless. So I hope in my lifetime, even if I do get very wealthy, I won't waste money on stupid things like abstract art, and I would hopefully, you know, put that money to better use, invest it in quality companies, or, you know, give it away to charity, help others with that money. But no, I hope in my lifetime you would never catch me buying high-priced abstract art. 5, I wouldn't waste money on buying a car that I couldn't afford, okay? I wouldn't go into debt to buy a car. You know, you see all these young students who get a massive loan, 10K loan, to buy this new car to look cool in front of their friends. You know, maybe it looks cool, okay? Maybe it drives them up the hierarchy a little bit more. But you know what else it does? It means they have to pay a crazy high payment each month on their car. I don't know how much it would be, maybe 100, 200, I don't know. However many dollars, you're constantly having to work back that loan and, you know, do physical work to pay that back. It just sets you on the back foot for life buying a car that you can't afford. Now, yes, if you are wealthy, if you are even of medium wealth and you enjoy cars, you enjoy fancy cars or whatever, and you can afford it, that's fine. And you know, one day I'll buy a half decent car. I don't want to buy a really cool car or anything, just an average half decent one. But I wouldn't waste money on a car that I could not afford. 6, this is a bit odd, but plastic surgery. I know not many guys get plastic surgery, but especially girls, it's really sad to see that so many of them, you know, don't feel, you know, happy in their skin, and they have to get plastic surgery to try and make themselves look better. And you know, I don't know how much plastic surgery costs, but I believe it's a decent one-off payment. And I honestly don't think pretty much all girls who get it need plastic surgery. I honestly think personally that they look a lot better without it. I think they look a little bit off when they do get it. But in my lifetime, unless I have a really bad car accident and my face gets absolutely mucked up, you won't catch me getting something like plastic surgery, making those surgeons way richer for something that I don't really need. So plastic surgery, nah, not for me. And my 7th thing that I wouldn't waste money on is something like the new Yeezy shoes, or the new, you know, all those trends that people get into with regards to shoes, and they pay these crazy high prices. Again, it's that same thing. They're just trying to look cool in front of their friends. They're trying to work their way up the social hierarchy. And there's nothing wrong with trying to work your way up, but you don't need to try buy materialistic items to do this. You can just do this through becoming successful at life through other ways, like you know, studying at university and getting a good job, or becoming an entrepreneur and, you know, following your passions in life. You don't have to, you know, do this through this fake way of doing it to try work your way up the hierarchy. And yeah, so, you know, fingers crossed, I would hopefully never waste my money on any of those 7 things. I personally believe they are all a waste of money, and I honestly think pretty much a lot of the things that people are spending money on, apart from needs and food, I know we all need food and you know, beds to sleep on and all of that, but you know, most of the wants that people are spending their money on, I honestly think it's a waste, and we could honestly cut out on most of that and put it towards investing, put it towards buying businesses, becoming an owner of businesses. This is the difference between the rich and the poor. I'll tell you right now, the poor, they earn money and they spend money, okay? They live paycheck to paycheck. The rich, they earn money, they have to spend a bit of it on their needs, but they always invest a certain percentage of their income, and they become owners in things like real estate and businesses, aka stocks. And you know, this grows like this. It grows at a compounding rate of return. It's, you know, compound interest. It's the eighth wonder of the world, and it's something everyone should know. And you know, if you can master the power of compound interest through buying things like stocks, real estate, becoming a business owner, you will become wealthy. But the main thing is you will become financially free. You won't have to work a 9-to-5 job. You can do whatever you want in life, follow your passions in any way, and not have to worry about money.